Please welcome our next guest, Scott Monahan and Janice Liebhardt. Scott, you were with the group Spirit.
Yes, I was, Rob.
And they had a list of hits that from here to Hyannisport. So, did you tour a lot also?
Yeah, 17 years with those guys.
Oh, my God.
It's really rock history. Those guys were around when Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix is the guy that gave Randy California his name. They were in a band together in like 68, 69, somewhere in there. The Red Roosters, and they played in New York. So Jimi Hendrix wanted Randy to go with him to England to play with the Experience, but Ed Cassidy, the ball drummer, was his stepdad at the time, and said, you can't, you got to stay here and go to school.
Wow.
Probably. And then they formed Spirit a few years later or something.
Wow. How did you get in the band?
There was a bar in Trancas a bar in Malibu called Trancas. You guys ever go up there? Great hang. It used to be the Fleetwood Mac guys were hanging out. There's Gary Busey. There's Martin Sheen. It was a great bar on the up near the beach in Malibu.
Up by Surfrider Beach there?
Past
Surfrider.
Near, on the way to County Line.
Yeah.
Great place. Across from Zuma. Anyways, Randy would sit in with the band I was in Malibu, and we would sort of play Nature's Way and stuff, and I really thought he was a solo artist. I mean, I didn't know that Spirit would ever come back, and he'd ask me to play with him, but a couple years of playing around Malibu, I joined him in England, and we did some stuff on a major label, and eventually I filled in when all the Spirit guys got in a fight, and the rest is history, as it were.
There was a great line in a movie. I can't remember which movie. Remember that Tom Hanks film that he did about the young band guys that had the one hit? And then
That thing you do.
That thing you
do.
Yes, of course.
That thing you do.
That thing
You do. It's a great song. But one of them's bemoaning, and he's talking to an old jazz guy one night in a bar, and the guy says, well, bands get together to break up. And it sounds like that's kind of what happened to Spirit a little bit. Huh?
Well, Spirit had a great original lineup, 5-piece. They were making tons of money, and I still see the road manager from that era, and we meet in Topanga now and then. He hated the two guys I was with because they caused a little friction, and they were just this side of the Jefferson Airplane, and Led Zeppelin opened up for Spirit. The Police opened up for Spirit. Spirit had the 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonic, great record. These guys had a great sound, sort of jazz, sort of rock, and all of a sudden they kind of fizzled and went their own way because I think Randy and Ed I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But he's not happy about it.
Well, but it goes back to Janice, what you were talking about. You're really together all of the time.
All the time.
Your family. And I think a lot of people forget, Say just had a garage band on that she does every week here called Stag.
Yeah.
And those guys started when?
Well, they've known each other since they were 5. So it's been a while.
I love it. His line was, yeah, we used to play T-ball together.
Yes. Then we started playing instruments together.
Yeah.
And they're still getting along.
Yeah, they made it work. So maybe they have a good thing going.
Well, and I think that's, the Beatles met each other early in their teens, but, you guys, you came on especially when, rock stuff was just exploding. It was like everywhere, and those big bands, those really hard rock bands were going crazy. Sort of a different deal. So you joined in. What was that like from a chemistry standpoint?
Well, it was fantastic, but I always kind of knew my place because I was along for the ride, and I almost felt like that guy in Almost Famous, where here I am meeting Robert Plant, who's coming up to introduce himself to Randy. Remember me? I swear this was in London somewhere. Randy, remember me? Robert, I opened up for you. It's like, there's Bruce Springsteen's guys coming over. You guys want to come see? I was the guy from, I was a little reporter because I wasn't there the first time around, but I got to meet Hendrix's family at the Cafe Wad. It was never lost on me that I was along for a good ride, and I did a nice job back, doing the parts, and then Randy and I wrote a lot of stuff, and it was a lot of fun.
Scott, do you have any gigs coming up that we could talk about?
No.
Okay.
Let me think. There's always something coming up, but I don't think...
How many groups are you backing up right now?
Oh, no. I'm not doing as much music anymore. I'm kind of retired into the Jingle Corporation of America. I'm a CEO of a major corporation.
Yeah, the one that's got the money down in the Cayman Islands.
He's
I think it's
moved
the
on to
Caymans.
video.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wait. We actually...
You are working on one project, and I don't know if you want to talk about it.
I don't think so, Rob. I think people would steal it, especially...
Yeah.
He's a
I happen to have a
comedian.
pencil and a piece of paper here.
We need a writer that's from Second City type of guy. No, but we do music videos. When I say we have a green screen, and we started doing, low budget music vids for people on for their YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
1 minute. Okay, I'll talk fast.
Hey,
but Janice Ray.
I watched the cues here, buddy. Not you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
Well,
sure.
Scott produced, and
Wait,
I directed
wait,
something with
wait,
Mickey
right,
Rooney.
Recently.
I was going to say that in sort of a more
Sorry.
dramatic way.
Do it.
Yeah.
But it might be his last dramatic work that she produced, and it was really kind of cute. It was an artist, Trevor McShane, and Mickey Rooney. We directed him and had him dance and hide behind some windows, and he was a cute
In
fella.
a tux.
Yeah.
He was
We had a
great.
good time.
Mickey Rooney had probably seen it all from the heights and the depths.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
whole thing. I bet you he worked here at Sunset Gower Studios.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. Janice and Scott, thank you very much for being with
It's
us
been
tonight.
so fun.
Yeah, really. Janice Liebhart, Scott Monahan. And the name of the company is American Jingle Music.
Jingle Corporation of the Americas, for crying out loud.
Which Americas? North and South?
Proper, you know?